Hello, this is Nina. I'm back with another pick a card reading, and this time it's a reading about the new moon that's coming up now, at least on my part of the world, on the 15th, Sunday the 15th. And as you know, the new moon and the moon can last up to 3-4 days before and after the actual day. So I figured it was a good time to make this pick a card video now. So we prepare ourselves for the coming days and for the new moon weekend that's coming up. So I would like for you to have a look here to see which of these three piles you are guided to. Pile number 1, 2, or 3, or the white rose, the blue rose, or the purple rose. So if you would like, you can pause the video and you can feel into your intuition or ask your guides and angels to guide you to which pile that will best suit you for getting the answers that you need. I will also list the timestamps below for each of the different readings so you can find it faster. And I will also list all the cards I'm using below, so you don't have to think about that throughout the reading. So I have prepared some cards here for you, and I will also use 2 different tarot decks to elaborate a little bit as we go along. So, but for now, see if you can intuitive feel which pile that you resonate with. I'll give you a moment, or you can pause the video and we will start in a moment with number 1. Okay, so I'll put these 2 over here. These are the 2 piles here. And we will start with pile number 1, with the white rose. So this is your reading if you pick the white rose or pile number 1. And I always start with a theme card that kind of sets the mood for your reading. And that's also always the bottom card here. So I will put that up. Oops, I'm so sorry. I will put that up against the quartz crystal here as well for you to see. But this one is Messages for a Rabbit, Service to the Animal World. Can you see that? Interesting. Service to the animal world. Okay. So I'll put that up over here. And then the other cards that you got was Growth, Peace. You have come a long way. It is time to rest for the next chapter. Magical Gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. And you got Aromatherapy. And Take a Walk. And Page of Wands. Okay. So let's feel into what they are trying to tell us here. Service to the animal world. Magical gateway. Peace. Growth. Aromatherapy. Walk. And Page of Wands. Okay. So right off the bat, I have a feeling that this is very much about nature for you. It is the theme, of course, service to the animal world. But the animal world is not just the animals itself. It is also the world that they live in, which is nature. And with this card of Magical Gateway, and also the way that this card looks, with all these roots going down, I have a feeling that this is very much about nature. It's very much about grounding. It's very much about you getting in contact with the natural world, if you will. Kind of logging off of the computer, TV, cell phones, whatever, to ground yourself and be outside in nature. And not just be outside and grounding, but grounding yourself through meditation and chakra or grounding work. So I have a feeling that that's kind of the theme of this reading here. So it said here, it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. So this for me also is a doorway, right? Where she's stepping through the door and she's going into something new here, leaving the old behind. And the new moon is also all about receiving, putting the old behind and receiving the new that's coming in. So this is kind of emphasizing that message of the new moon also. So, yeah. And you see here how much nature it is around her. I mean, this looks like a garden door. It's not a door in the house. It's more like a garden door. And she is a fairy. These are the fairy cards. So fairy is, of course, the angels of nature as well. So again, with the nature. And this growth card, which is from the Moonology deck, it's telling me that you are growing into something new, yes, but I have a feeling that they're trying to tell you that it's very important to be grounded and to set those roots properly. And, another thing about roots as well is your root chakra. And your root chakra is, of course, where you help ground yourself through the root chakra and down to the earth. But the root chakra also is a representative for your roots in life, your family life, your history, where you come from, where you grew up, what you have learned so far, the ground pillars of your life. So there might be something there as well that you need to look at now before this full moon, that you make sure that you have done the releasing work, if there is something that needs to be released regarding your ground pillars or your family or history in that sense. So these, I feel very significant that they're trying to tell you that the grounding is extremely important here. Okay, so I'll just put those two over here. So peace, you have come a long way. It is time to rest for the next chapter. Okay, so what I feel that they were inviting you here to do as well, with the grounding work, is to have a time out before you step forward, is to have a rest. Trying to find the balance and peace inside before you accept this new to come into your life is what I feel with that card. And they're also encouraging you here to see if you can get some aromatherapy. And that could be, of course, oils, or it can also be, there are also these sprays that you can buy, or it's just, massage maybe, or just maybe a scented candle, or maybe something with a scent, something with the smell, something with that aroma that gives you pleasure, that kind of gives you a good feeling, that the aromas and the smells that you prefer and that you like. If you can surround yourself with that, and that could also include, as you can see here in the picture, flowers, for instance. So I have a feeling that this is about the senses, that what you are surrounding you with, what kind of senses, what kind of colors, what kind of tastes, maybe also in the food that you eat. So I think they're asking you to surround yourself with the smells and the senses that will bring you joy, and focus on that, And again, this take a walk, or back to the nature thing again. See? To be outside in nature, and also to move your body in any form, even if you are, that you have a sickness, or that there is difficult for you to walk where you live, or because of the COVID situation. If there is some place where you can take a break and go for a walk, even if it's around your own living room, when I have a feeling that they're encouraging you to move your body a little bit as well here. And this tarot card here, which is called Page of Wands, The pages are normally significant for something new coming in, or for a new idea, or a new way of looking at things, or they can also be a child, something, or someone young, youth, or youthful way of thinking, childlike way of thinking. And you know, the wands, they are representative of the fire element. So in the fire element, it's very much about passion. Okay, so when I see the page of wands, I have a feeling that it's new ideas, new passions that's coming in, or that you have and that you want to do something about. And that kind of goes together with the feeling that you are standing in front of this doorway here where you really want to go through, you know. So yeah, I have a feeling that there's something very nice waiting for you on the other side of this door. But what they're telling me here is that you need to do some work before you can walk through, is what I'm getting. Okay, so I'm going to leave these here now, and then I'm going to pull some other tarot cards. Let's take the cat tarot first. See if something pops up here for you. Number one. What pops up? What does number one need to... Ooh! Oh, that was way too many. Sorry. That happened to me last time I did a reading too, didn't it? Where I had to lean down and pick up the cards. Sometimes it just pop out. Okay, let's see what happens here. So number one, what do you need to know? What does number one need to know? Oh, I felt that. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, and that knights are normally an offer, someone coming in with a passion. And Pentacles is, of course, the earth sign, and it can represent at least money and career, or anything, you know, that has to do with the grounding stuff. It can also be health. Oops, here they are popping out. Yeah, two more cards. Ooh, sun and moon. Yep. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, strength. Okay, so what this tells me is, you know, this might have to do with health, actually, or the need to take care of your body, your physical body, your health, basically, before you start going through and start receiving and start acting on what you want to act on. And that kind of comes together with these cards as well, you know. And also with this card right here, you have come a long way. It's time to rest for them before the next chapter. So again, I have a feeling that they are encouraging you to do some work before you go through that door. And also because of the moon card. The moon card is often intuition, going within, getting in contact with that gut feeling, and the spiritual realm. So I have a feeling that from inwards, work needs to be done here before you can walk through. It is, however, a very positive outcome right here with the Sun card, which is the most positive card in the tarot decks normally. And also together with the Strength card, I have a feeling that, you know, the outcome of this is going to be very, very nice. I will try one more deck here, the Star Spinner Tarot. Let's see what they have to say, if there's a card here that wants to pop out. I have a feeling that there's a card here we're supposed to have. Okay, let's see. Is there something that number one needs to know? Something that you wanted to tell number one? Yeah, this one. Okay. Hanged Man. New perspective. And on the bottom of the deck, the King of Swords. Okay, so King of Swords is, you know, someone who is in balance, someone who is on top of his game, someone who is, I mean, the swords is the air element, and it stands for the mental part of it. But when it's the king, it's telling me that there's someone who has kind of gotten in balance and he's on top of his game here. This card, the Hanged Man, tells me that it might be that you're feeling like you are in limbo a little bit, or that you are kind of invited to get a new perspective, to gain a new perspective. So it might be that you are there right now, or that you kind of invited to go there a little bit, together with this card right here, which is talking about the time to rest for the new chapter. Those two kind of go together, I feel, when it comes to that. So yeah, from what I'm getting here, there is some introspective needed, and there is some grounding definitely needed here. And the nature, take nature into your home if you cannot get outside. I mean, if you get a hold of some flowers or rocks, crystals, of course, a good combination as well. If you cannot get outside to go for walks or to be in nature, at least try to bring the nature in, because the main message of your reading was message for a rabbit, service to the animal world. And also, it might be that what's waiting for you on the other side of this doorway actually has to do with work that has to do with animals or nature. It can be an environmental work, or it can be working with the animals directly, or it can even be spiritual work, and also that has to do with animals. So that's kind of what I got for you guys. I'm sorry about the dog barking in the background. That's what it's like sometimes. I hope this gave you something today. Yeah, I do have a feeling that there will be a good outcome on this, where I see this strength card and I see the sun card here, so I wouldn't worry. But I do have a feeling that there's work that needs to be done before you can kind of reap from your growth here, so see if you can get into the nature a little bit. That would be good for you. I guess that's something we all need right now. So that was the message for you, number one. Okay, until I see you next time. Bye. And then we'll move over to number 2. Let's see here. That was if you chose the blue rose, then this is the reading for you. We will pick the bottom theme card first. I always pick a theme card that is kind of setting the tone for your reading. So your theme card is, upside down. Nonsense. It's time to talk sense. Haha, that's very interesting. I don't think I've ever gotten this card before. That's very fun. Okay, I'll put that over here. And so we'll move on to the other cards you got. We will go deeply into the cards after a while here. I just want to show them to you first. Realization. Thinking. Your mind is taking over. Ask your divine team to intervene. And then you got ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. And then you got hydrate, look for fairies, and 9 of Swords. Yep, that makes sense. Okay. So for me, this is quite clearly what this reading is about. Your mind, your own inner critical person, your ego is coming in the way. There's no doubt about that. Because nonsense, it's time to talk sense. The 9 of Swords, which is kind of the anxiety card or feeling stuck card, together with thinking, your mind is taking over, ask your divine team to intervene. So these 3 cards together tell me that I think your mind is going overdrive right now. Your ego is driving the car, and it's time to say stop and to halt and to go within and to get in contact with your intuitive self, with your higher self. because it looks to me like ego is not doing you any favors right now. Okay, so realization, yes, realization as well is that you have the possibility to move forward here with the new moon coming in, which is also a time for receiving if you have done the work beforehand. But you know, you're for me it seems like your ego is holding you back, so you're not going where you're supposed to go here. It might be an ego that's telling you that you're not good enough, or this is never going to work, or what are all the other people going to say? What are the neighbors going to say? What's the family going to say? You know, so something definitely is holding you back from reaching your goals here. They are also encouraging you to ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say now it's the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. So this again is about connecting inwards, connecting to your soul and to your higher self. And through that part of you, connect with your angels and be able to listen to them. Because it's not only, you know, the angels can, of course, give you messages in different forms, like with numbers or with feathers or with coins, or, you know, give you signs, if you will. But I think they also want you to kind of meet them halfway here, where you have to go inwards and connect with that part of you where you can actually hear them. Because it might be that they've been trying to reach you for a long time, but you just have not been available that way. You haven't been in tune with your intuition, especially if your ego has been kind of taking over here and has been blocking you from getting messages from them. It has been blocking you from receiving guidance from them, right? So it's all very clear to me here what needs to be done, definitely. And of course, when it comes to the self-help cards here, they are asking you to look for fairies and to hydrate. I mean, hydrate is very easy. You need more water. But hydrate is not just to drink more water. It's to you know, take a bath, maybe with some nice oils in it, to relax into the warm water, to be close to running water, to a river or maybe to a beach or somewhere where you can hear or see or smell water or the ocean. That's kind of what they're encouraging you to do here. That's very rinsing and very healing, to be close to water. And of course, drink enough water, very important. And look for fairies. And that for me is not just about the fairies, it's about nature, because fairies are the angels of nature. So what they're encouraging you to do here is go outside and be close to nature. Nature is extremely healing. If you are in a part of the world where you can actually go barefoot and you know, on the ground and really ground yourself, that would be brilliant. But if you're not, then a grounding mat may be something you could purchase, or if you could just sit outside somewhere and just breathe, get some sun on your face, or touch a tree or a plant, you know, do something, or be in touch with animals, which is also, of course, a connection to nature. So that's kind of what I feel like they are encouraging you to do here. That will help you to get out of your head and into your soul intuition. Another way to get in touch with your intuition and your soul is, of course, to be creative, to be in the creative flow. If you're a painter, if you're a musician, if you love to sing, dance, you know, anything creative will also set you in contact with that energy of the divine, if you will. Okay? So the Nine of Swords is, of course, about where you feel trapped, or where you're listening to your ego here telling you, you know, you can't do this, or that's dangerous, or you're not good enough, and all that kind of things that it seems like they're saying to this poor woman here. Okay? But what they're telling you, nonsense. Your ego is not in the right here. It's time to talk sense. Okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and pull some more cards for you. See if there's some more tarot cards that wants to pop up for number 2. Okay, number 2. There are some tarot cards that are ready to pop up for you. Is there something, angel, spirit guys, you would like to tell number 2 here? Yep. See? Ace of Pentacles. So the aces are always very positive. You know, it's kind of victory cards. And the Pentacles are the earth element. So it can be health issues that you will overcome health issues, or you will overcome these mental issues that you might be struggling with right now. Or it can also, of course, mean money and career, Pentacles. So this is a very positive card here. Let's see, I have a feeling I'm going to try one more here for from this deck, and then I'll try the other ones. Let's see. Is there something? Oh, okay, there it was. Yeah, balance. Two of Pentacles. It's about the balance, definitely. How much is your ego running the show, and how much is your soul intuition running the show? We are, of course, light beings having a human experience, so it's not like ego is supposed to be, you know, killed off in any way, or not, that we're not supposed to have this human experience, because that's why we're here. We're here to have a human experience, yes. But when you start identifying yourself solely with your ego and thinking that that's who you are, then that's where things start to go wrong. So remember that you are both. Well, actually, you are just the light being, but right now, when you are in this body, you are both, okay? So it's about balancing it. That's what I feel. Okay, so let's see if there's some cards in the other deck here that they would like to give to you. Is there something here that number 2 needs to see? Is there something here that number 2 needs to see? Please, angel, spirit guides. Is there something here that number 2 needs to see? Is there something here that number 2 needs to see? Oh, those 2 popped up. I want to take those 2. Okay. So, oh, I just held them upside down. Oh, I'm sorry that I'm laughing. The Devil card. The Devil card is your ego. It's your ego coming in the way. It could not be more clear here from what they're showing us, right? Page of Wands. The page is someone that comes in with something new, something young. You know, it could also be a child, you know, significant for a child. Wands is the passion. It's the fire element. So I do feel that you have this passion and you have this desire underneath to go somewhere here, you know. Like it shows here in this card, that you want to go through to this side here. You don't want to be stuck here on the dark side. You want to go through into the light. So you have this passion inside of you. So if you can get in touch with that and see where that leads you, you know, and ask for help on the way here. If you can get in touch with the intuitive side of you, and get in touch with your angels who are desperately trying to reach you, I think that you are heading somewhere very nice here. But you mustn't let your ego come in the way. You mustn't listen to that voice that's telling you that you can't make it, or that you're not good enough, you know? So it's time to do exactly what they say here. Cut the nonsense. It's time to talk sense, right? But use these tools that they have kind of invited you to do here, where with water and with nature. If you can take a relaxing bath to rinse through, and when you do that, see if you can rinse not just the outside but the inside as well. Picturing maybe a light bath coming from above, from your head, and going all the way through your body, and kind of rinsing the inside of your body as well. And also when you're out in nature, especially if you put your feet on the ground, you can imagine the same thing, and imagine your the energy going out through your feet and your root chakra, and kind of binding itself together with Gaia, with nature, with the ground. That's extremely good for you. So I definitely feel like there is some work for you guys to do here, and I know it can be very difficult, and you know, not very empowering to stay in that situation that you're in right now. You know, feeling like you're in the rut and these thoughts coming to you all the time. But that's when meditation is extremely important. See if you can set aside time every day, at least once a day, but preferably 3 times a day where you meditate. If it's only for 5-10 minutes, then fine, but try and do that, because don't let your ego just run away with you, kind of, or drag you out of yourself, or focus on all the negative, because there is lots of positive coming your way here. See, with the ace also. So there is a lot of good potential here. Okay. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys right now. I hope this made sense for you, and I wish you the very best. I know that being in this kind of situation is not easy at all. So you have my love, definitely. And so good luck with working on whatever you need to work on there. And until I see you next time, remember, nonsense. Don't let the ego take over. It's time to talk sense. And just see if you can be out in nature and hydrate and ground yourself, and, you know, focus on what's working in your life right now. That's also a way into your soul and into your intuitive self, is to focus on what's actually going right and what gives you joy right now. Okay? Wish you the very best. Okay, bye, number 2. And then we're going over to number 3. If you pick this purple rose, then this is the reading for you. And as always, we start with the theme card, which is all must have prices, trying to please everyone. Aha, interesting. Okay, so we'll put that over there. Okay, the other cards you got is will, grounding, take everything that you have learned so far and ground it. Okay. Shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Okay. And use your hands. It's the next card you got. Sweet treat. And 9 of Cups. Okay, so let's have a feeling here. Let's feel into what they are trying to tell you here. Okay. Okay. So what I have a feeling that's happening here is, of course, with this card here, trying to please everyone. It comes with a price, of course. You then go kind of out. Your energy goes outwards, and then you might be lacking energy, and then you be lacking grounding. And they say here, take everything that you have learned so far and ground it. And you do that, of course, through not going out, but going in and down. So I have a feeling here that what you have been doing is going up and out. So the energy goes up and out. And that can also actually cause high blood pressure, just so you know. That has happened to me as well. So, you know, going up and out, that will empty you totally of your energy. So what you need to do is go inwards and down, and they're inviting you to ground. So you take the energy through your crown chakra, through your body, and then ground it through your root and your feet. Okay. And they are talking about will here. And shine from within. So let's just read this card again. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Exactly. So you need time to go in, to keep your energy in you. Self-acceptance, I feel, also is self-love. And the will card here, I have a feeling that it might have something to do with the power that you have inside of you, the ignited passion that you have, maybe in your third chakra there, that you have this shine, this glow from within, that's quite. I have a feeling that it's quite illuminate, that is big, that is very shiny. But what happens is that, you know, people see that and they want to have a part of it, and you are willing to give. Of course, that's the person you are, so you give it all out, and then there's nothing left for you. Shine from within. Again, they're asking you to go within, because you cannot push all that energy out and expect to still shine from within, right? You have to pull the energy into you so that you have enough, and then you will shine from within. Okay, this is what I feel with this particular reading here. Okay, so when it comes to the self-love or self-care cards, what they're asking you to do here is use your hands, and that for me is creativity, and that's also a way for you to get into that soul, into that flow, into the energy that comes through you from above. So you don't give anything out. You're actually, as you can see, she's focused inwards on what she's doing here. She's using her passion, she's using her creativity, she's using her own power to create. And that's when you're in the flow, and that then you're not giving out, you're actually giving in, right? You're receiving. And what they're also asking you here is to, I know that many people think about, you know, a healthy diet, and that's of course very good, and drinking lots of water and everything. But I think every now and then you just need to release all of that for a second and just indulge yourself. Just give yourself that treat, you know, give yourself kind of a reward. It doesn't have to be sweet treats. I mean, I don't say that that's the only reward that is, but what can you treat yourself with? What can you give to yourself that will give you joy and happiness right now? Because this is again what I feel like they're trying to tell me here, is that you need to give to you. You have to stop giving out to others. Okay, and if you do that, if you follow these advices, and if you keep that or receive that energy and get it flowing down through you, then this is going to be the outcome of it. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is self-achievement, if you will. The Cups is, of course, a water element, and it's about feelings. It's about, but feelings can also be the spiritual part of it. It can also be the passion part of it. So this is kind of fulfillment when it comes to the passion. So it can be also fulfillment when it comes to work, if that is your passion. So from my perspective, it looks very nice. The outcome can be very nice. But let us pull some more cards here. I want to pull these cards here first. Let's see if there's something that they would like to tell you from these 2 decks here. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, what would you like to tell number 3 here? Whoops, that's too many. Can't take all of those. Okay, spirit guides, angels, what would you like to tell number 3? What do they need to know? Almost. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, what do they need to know? What would you like to tell them? In addition to what we have talked about here already, please give them some answers they need. Spirit guides, angels, what do they need to know? Okay, here. I never read cards upside down unless I feel like I really need to. So this is 6 of Coins. So 6 of Coins is actually someone giving you or wanting to help, okay? There might be someone in your vicinity, family, friends, a mentor, that can help you kind of get back on track here. Maybe there is a meditation circle. Maybe there is yoga, which is very good to give the energy inwards. Maybe Tai Chi, Qigong, you know, anything that has to do with energy work where you receive, where you take in, right? So that's what I'm getting from this, is that there should be some sort of community or person that you can talk to that will help you with that. And if you cannot go outside and do it right now, then contact them through through other channels, or there are probably lots of videos, free downloads on YouTube or wherever, where you can get meditations, or where you can get clues on yoga, or something that, you know, ignites you, that you are passionate about, that you like to do, that will give you more of that energy. So, I mean, the best thing you can do is just to sit down, close your eyes, relax your body, and visualize that you get light through your crown chakra on top of your head, going down through your body, all the way through, out your root, out your feet, down to the ground, and just sit there and receive. You don't have to do anything else besides say, I'm open to receive, and that's it. Okay? So that's what I get from that one. And then we'll see if there is something from this deck that they want to share with you. Is there something that number 3 needs to know? Something you would like to tell? Oh, here it comes. The Empress. Yes. An Ace of Swords. Very positive cards. Okay. So the Empress is someone who is growing. She's pregnant with something. It doesn't have to be a child. It can be pregnant with her new self, pregnant with a new idea, pregnant with passion, with artistry, anything. That she's kind of growing. She's emerging. She wants to move forward. And they are promising you that it's in a good way. You know, it's going to go well with the Empress card. It's a major arcana card as well. And the Ace of Swords is kind of the card of victory. It can also be the card of the truth, where you kind of cut to the truth. And that's kind of what I have a feeling that they are asking you to do here as well, because you have to understand what you're doing to yourself. If you are giving that much out, which I have a feeling that you are, trying to please everybody else, you kind of need a little wake-up call here to say, listen, this is not working for you, okay? This has to stop. So that's kind of what what I feel like they're trying to tell you here with this Ace of Swords as well. But from what I'm seeing here, it's there is a lot of energy inside of you. You have this, and the Empress as well, you know, with being pregnant with something is growing. And when the shine from within, with the will, you know, and with these cards here, I feel like you're a person who has so much. You're such a big light, but you're just not giving yourself enough. You're just giving too much out to everybody else, and you're not taking care of yourself properly here, is what they're telling me. Okay? So I hope this made sense for you guys. I hope this gave you something today. And I wish you the very best for the full moon and this coming weekend. No, not full moon, new moon, I'm sorry. New moon that's coming up this Sunday. It's time to receive. You know, if you have done the work beforehand, then it's time to receive the new gifts that will come with the new moon. So I wish you all the very best. Take care of yourself, you know. See if you can follow the advice that Spirit just gave you. And I wish you all the best. And up until the next time I see you. Okay, bye.